does it ever seem like people have gotten away from good product means it will bring in good money? Now, we can argue that there's also a need for advertisement and like good pricing and all those things, but those can also be considered part of the product in a way. Maybe not good advertising, but again, you can make a better mousetrap, but people still need to know where to come get it. So I think the key here is that there's sort of like this pattern recognition me where it's like when I see certain things being focused on by a company, I almost know that their product isn't going to be good or will have some sort of problems. It's like, where is their focus lying? Do they actually focus on telling the good story if they're writing something? Do they focus on gameplay and minimizing bugs if they're making a game? Or do they focus on like the quality assurance with products? Or is there stuff that's being slipped through that could possibly be easily corrected? And then do they cover that stuff up when they get criticized? Or do they ignore that criticism as well? There's that kind of thing where it's like, yes, some criticism will be worthless in general, but it's also worth just kind of paying attention to it to see, okay, what is the wheat and what is the chaff? Because then people will always complain about anything. There's always going to be one complainer, so you can't please everybody. But I think there's kind of the same where if you went and did, okay, what is the kind of product I would like to receive if I was this person, if I had these kind of values? Because then you probably have such an audience in mind. It may not be exactly like you. So the key is to find out what that audience likes and be like, okay, what would they give them? What would I give them almost out of my love language? What is, or out of the love language they have, or however you want to say it, what would you give them as a gift, you should say. So if we think like that to almost like a kind of generic customer, that's probably the best way to see how we would judge our product versus kind of doing whatever fits our kind of mindset or whatever, or just doing whatever we want, doing it for the customer instead. But anyway, those are kind of my thoughts on this. But what do you think?